Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ponder Josiah 13, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes the Awakened. We are in New Orleans on Chapter 4. Alright, the Outsiders. Right now we are looking for the bank that the Black Edelweiss Institute was connected to. A bit warm. It's a bit warm for that much clothing, Sherlock. Let's see if we can change it to something a bit more pro. I can't change clothes? Alright, fine. Banking House of E.W. Gray. That symbol means we need to pin the evidence, and that symbol means we need to ask some people around for it. Let's see if this chap can give us some help.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, I know this. Yeah, let me help you.
The bank can be found on the street up from the port on the left side of the Harbor Master Building, opposite Chinatown. Station. I wonder if Frogwares used period and photographs to build this place when they were designing the set piece. I wonder.
Black opals being auctioned at the banking house of E.W. Gray.
Interesting. Nope, can't go in there. He said it's opposite Chinatown. There it is.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
What do we have here? Squints. Myopia. Nearsighted, I believe. Hidden tabloid newspaper. Abe Lincoln alive. A reminder that this game is set in 1888. Mr. Lincoln has been in his grave for 23 years by now. He's expecting trouble. Something in the pocket. A sandwich. The guard at the bank is a real character. Destroying a sandwich in his pocket and while eating Abe Lincoln alive makes the guard a paranoid fool with bad taste. Besides, the man is myopia. Storing a sandwich in his pocket to save time while reading Abe Lincoln alive makes him a critical thinker who questions everything, even the truth. Myopia is a result of constant reading, leading to the detriment of one's health. Reading being bad for you? Whoever thought. Yeah, no.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
Nope. That's why we send the invitation.
I guess I'm going to be...
Holmes, over here.
Yes, Watson.
Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And do you think Mr. Barnaby will be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
Let's see about that. Still can't change clothes? Alright. This young lady looks like she might be...
Excuse me, just one question.
I'll help you, sir. You have my full attention.
The locals say he owns a shop in Chinatown called Barnaby's Hidden Gems. Not drunk. Welcome to Chinatown. Any size for every foot. I didn't even know New Orleans had a Chinatown.
How marvelous, Holmes. A city within a city.
Indeed, those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we have been transported to the Orient itself.
Steam-powered and carriage. Bakery. I imagine it must smell wonderful. Salon. Casino. Giddy Gator Bar. Guns. Giddy Gator Bar. Hello. Tamik Sweet Roll Judicator. Wanted for stealing 20 oranges and a packet of nuts. Reward 3 fine horses. Seems a bit excessive.
Look, Watson, what have we here? A local crime star.
A star? You have a strange way with words. Frankly, we have more pressing matters.
I'm not going
frankly.
after these troublemakers, but the posters will add nicely to my collection of criminal profiles. I read a study that suggests facial features can determine a person's tendency towards cruelty or deviant behavior.
Well, you can't stop progress.
That would be a long debunked study by a man named Cesare Lombroso. So, I would have thought that Sherlock would have known better. Right? White Ship Line Shipping Company. Oh, I thought that was the Titanic Company. No, that's White Star. Now, where's this blasted shop?
May I ask for your assistance?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Knowing me, I probably just walked right past it.
This place. There's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way.
Cordona was the setting in the previous game, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Gator Bar. Creole Quarter. Another wanted poster. No. Rafa Xathuxu Arante for conspiracy to commit tax fraud via necromancy. 10 acres of land and a farm. Haven't heard that one before. Can't go that way. Stan Lord Smith, piracy. As much gold as the wanted weighs. Hope he fattens up. Pawn shop. Hotel. Why can't I pet the cat? I want to pet the cat.
May I ask you something?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Maybe it's down here. Blackwood Marsh Fish Canning Factory. Kiss of the Sea. Okay, that's great. Not only is that a poster from the sinking city, but the word Marsh, the family name Marsh, might tip off a few people as to what's really going on. Oh, and here we are.
Locked. No one's here.
Just need to find 10 wanted.
Rather unassuming for a jewellery store.
Damn, he at it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
That might explain why he's hiding. Let's see if they can chat these.
Help me, please.
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Two gentlemen say that Barnaby owns the money. He is a known alcoholic and is currently getting drunk at a local bar called the Giddy Gator in the Creole Quarter. He can be recognized by a yellow hat and a green jacket. How interesting, we were just there. Let's follow the signs. Yeah, I walked right past this place today.
Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open. Look, Watson, the two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic.
I think I know where this is going. Look at that hat. I thought that was a hard hat construction helmet. Mr. Barnaby, the banking house of E.W. Gray invites you to participate in a closed auction. We are pleased to present a selection of rare and extraordinary black opals for sale. Please contact our employee to receive more information. We strongly urge you to wear the cleanest suit you have and be sober. One more unacceptable incident and we will exclude you from our list of buyers.
Eureka! What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
Watson, you look ridiculous. I probably shouldn't have introduced myself to the banker as Frank Barnaby.
Where's my cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar?
Oh dear.
Where's the money, Barnaby?
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
I have a funny feeling those two guys are going to be trouble later on.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
Thank God. Thank God that bank guard can't see.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply must have them.
Black opal, origin Australia, weight 40 carats, rarest stone believed to be a piece of a shattered space rock that fell to Earth.
They're so black it's like they absorb light. Rather hypnotic.
I have a bad feeling about this.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
The banking house of E.W. Gray thanks its fine philanthropists. H. Armitage, Diller. Carter B. Chambers, S. Clemens, G. Angle, J. Howlett. Some of those names are pretty familiar, particularly Armitage. Now who left that there? Let's just ask him for trouble. Same thing.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
Forgive my curiosity, but who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
It doesn't say where these stones came from, no provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction.
Uh-oh.
An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grubb?
Large wool hat, oversized. Sheriff Grubb, position now. Golden revolver champion, proud opposer. Luxurious textile, cares for appearance. Polished nails, fashionable or hates getting dirty. Sheriff Grubb is actually a barking, toothless dog. The man attempts to make the impression that he's an important figure in the life of New Orleans. However, he's just a small cog in a governmental machine. In fact, the sheriff feels so uncomfortable and displeased with his role, he tries to compensate with ridiculous tournaments, fashionable looks, and threatening behavior. Or, Sheriff Grubb is the law in New Orleans. He's fairly eccentric, looking after his nails, appearance, and image. However, it's just a color. However, for his true nature as a remorseless and highly powerful individual in the local community, he uses his image to distract and disguise his true nature. I'm gonna err on the side of caution here.
Of course I know you, Sheriff.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right. I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa. Think careful now, 'cause Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
He knows. Right. We better get... Right.
Don't want to be rude, but even the man upstairs can smell you.
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed.
Let's skip the walk.
You know, I think the look actually compliments you. Why bother changing it?
Where's this boat?
Let me help you with them. Awesome.
Robinson's dry dock. Okay, boat's not this way. This way.
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
Okay, guess I can't go up that way.
Forget the sheriff. I'm sure it was simply bluster and bloviation.
I'm thinking that's not the boat.
A pox on the crew.
Still can't change clothes.
Just tell me what you've learned.
No! No! Was that your luggage again? I don't understand. We just got it back in order.
You've got to be kidding me.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I'm
I
sure.
ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John, I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
Oh, you've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Go annoy someone else while I visit the nymph.
I'm pretty sure that's the same voice actress as Greta. I know Frogwares isn't AAA game studio, so we'll give them some leeway on that.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne will know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
American jacket.
I knew the clothes would fit, but I didn't know how well they'd suit.
You flatter. Still can't change. Alright, let's head over to the Creole Quarter. Oh, I can't fast travel while I'm on the boat.
Forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain as day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through?
Okay. Now can I fast travel over there? Still can't change clothes for some reason.
I feel much better in this suit, even if it is not mine.
Dude, really?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm bone-tied, but yeah, I'll help you.
People have said that Champagne lives in the fisherman's quarter in a hut on a boat. She owns 2 dogs. Now she's in a hut on a boat. It means she's near the water. Fisherman's quarter. There are dogs.
Tocqueville? Lafayette! Hush now. No offense here. Them two don't take kindly to gents, especially foreigners. How can Champagne help you? Trip to the bayou? Feeding a huge crocodile?
Some other time, perhaps. Word has it you know everything that goes on round these parts.
Maybe, maybe not. What you want to know?
The bank in town recently purchased a valuable collection of gemstones from a wealthy man. What do you know of it?
Sure. I hear everything. This time I tell you for free. Next time, you pay.
Thank you.
May have been 1-2 weeks ago. Rich man's butler sold him some black opals.
And this rich man is?
Don't know his name, only that he from the French Quarter. Folk back in town could take you there. That's all I know. You need a boat? I hire 'em out for dollars. Or a bottle of you-know-what.
Thank you for the offer and the help.
A rich man from the French Quarter. not sure I have enough information. He's most likely Mr. E. Arneson. Most likely a jewel seller who stands behind the A in the telegram from the Edelweiss Institute is E. Arneson from the French Quarter. Let's ask around about that.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Passerby suggests using a cab near the Harbor Master building to travel to the French Quarter. Splendid. Splendificent. Now, I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to come back once I leave the French Quarter, so I'm going to see if I can find more of those wanted posters. Interesting setup here. You still alive, mate? Yep. Ryan Gazebo Kelly for stealing an overcoat, a pair of socks, and a boot. A lifetime supply of beer. Jennifer Black Widow Pritchett for baking and selling pies with human needs. Reward $800. So you get a lifetime supply of beer for the guy who stole a coat, but only $800 for the lady who's selling people pies. How many is that? 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5. Dirigible airships. Number 6. Donald the Wet Bandit McLeod for assaulting relatives with a raw chicken. $5 and a pair of shoes. If you're gonna call him the Wet Bandit, his name should be Harry. Or Marv. That's not a wanted poster. That's not one either.
Are you all right, sir?
It'll come again. I will die.
What happened?
The lower of death came to me last night. I know it will come again.
Loa is a spirit in voodoo mythology.
Let's start from the beginning. My name is Sherlock Holmes. Could you describe last night's events for me?
I'm Cole Seabrook. It was Maman Brigitte. She came to me in the shape of a giant black rooster. Before that, some hit the wall outside. Then she came in. She took my will and she led me to the water.
Perhaps you were dreaming?
I wish I was. The Great Gator was there. It called me and I couldn't resist, but then the spell broke and I managed to crawl ashore.
Interesting.
I know how it sounds to an outsider, but it was the lower of death and it ain't finished with me.
You mentioned a lower. What is that exactly?
You outsiders only know one God. But there are many and we call them lowers. And Maman Brigitte is one of them. She is the lower of death and life. She heals the righteous and punishes the guilty.
Did you feel anything apart from fear last night?
Yeah. The signs of Maman's presence, no doubt about it. Everything became blurry and my mouth was dry and the light became very bright.
That is something. There are too many imprints here. It's hard to say where he did or didn't go.
Let's take a look around.
He dropped a cup here.
I wouldn't feel comfortable living that close to a gator.
Supper leftovers.
Was it chicken and a carrot?
It's not a simple tea. A herbal concoction, rather.
Black tea seems not to be very popular here.
Some chewing tobacco leaves. Cheap and strong brew. Judging by the facial features, Cole and one of his relatives. With William in Shreveport, 1879.
Mixed in equal proportions. Goldenrod, strawberry leaves, jasmine flowers.
It smells sweet.
Orange white flowers.
This one is almost odorless. Interesting. I will take it just in case.
I would love to learn more about these. The healing properties of some herbs are
cold
truly
ground
amazing.
herbs here. And some are extremely dangerous. Are you a good fisherman, Cole?
I wouldn't say so, sir.
Not quite. We're missing something.
Sir?
I must ask you, did you have a drink last night?
No, sir, I didn't take a sip. It all happened before I went to bed, and I only drink to fall asleep. That's just how it is lately. Oh, no two ways about it.
Wants me to ask some people around here for hello. Cracked. Focus leak.
The damage is recent.
Blood droplets. Small crack.
Yeah, I did.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, mister, can't help you. Ask someone else.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, first I'm out of it.
I don't know, just...
Careful. Nolans may look welcoming, but not every smile is friendly.
What's this?
We have a feathered friend in the case. The poor bird crashed against Cole's house.
Yikes, you hear that groan?
Sir?
Your boat is wrecked. What happened?
Well, I stumbled over a cypress root.
You'd need some force to cause that damage.
Yeah. And to be really down on your luck.
You're not telling me the whole truth, Cole.
Excuse me, just one question.
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
Cole's neighbors saw him that night, and when he left the house, they thought he was drunk. Cole was alone, no spirits were observed. Something I'm missing here. Steady. Losing stick.
More boot prints here.
Handprint. Crawled. Still missing something.
I'm cursed, sir.
A feather. Not black, however.
Did you really expect to find the feather of rock here?
In European mythology, a rock is a giant eagle. Oh, hold on.
Cole was having dinner. He was alone. The herbal decoction started to affect him. He became dizzy and dropped the cup. Hallucinations and stimulation brought him outside. He could have drowned if not for the sobering effects of the cold water.
Sir?
Cole, I am sure that you were alone last night. The Lowers were not with you.
Well, what else could you say?
I didn't say that I disbelieve you. I'm wondering about this recipe.
It's just herbal tea. I went to Mr. Samdi and he gave me the recipe to help calm my heart.
Is he a doctor?
He is a voodooist. It was risky, but all I wanted was some sleep.
Where can I find him?
On the side of the church at one of the entrances to the Fisherman's Quarter. Look for a Veve sign. But watch what you say. He has the power of voodoo.
I'll be careful.
I don't know much about voodoo, but I do know that according to the voodoo and religion, in Samedi, or Baron Samedi, is a trickster god of death.
Do you know anything about this?
No, I've not heard about that, sorry.
Sign of a church. That looks like a church right there.
Is this familiar to you?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
The locals seem to respect Samedi despite him being a little strange. He helps people with their health problems, can get advice, solve resolve disputes, and also remove slander and hexes. Actually, stumbled into this place by accident. And I was looking around earlier. Dear Mr. Holmes, I knew that when you heard about voodoo, you would be immediately skeptical. The world is not what it seems. I find it strange that in your Germany you are still in disbelief. I am sorry that I won't be there when you come for me. I would love to help open your eyes. I presume that you wanted to ask me about the recipe you found at Cole's house. Knowing of his tragedy, I told him to brew an infusion from those herbs. The effects of that infusion are solace and mollification. If you don't believe me, read this book. There are the answers that you seek. May his spirits be with you, Mr. Holmes. Samedi. P.S. After you find what you are seeking, please return the tome. Some books can do bad things if they fall into the wrong hands. A thick old book filled with notes on rites, spirits, and symbols. A significant part of the book is devoted to various herbs, their descriptions, and their properties. Flowers, trifle. Strawberry. Strawberry, an effective remedy to improve appetite and normalize digestive process. Tea and infusions of strawberry leaves have a positive effect on the work of the heart, help lower blood pressure. They have a mild analgesic effect. Yellow flowers. Yellow. Petiole. Goldenrod. Perennial herbaceous plants from the Asteraceae family. Goldenrod has a strong diuretic effect. It's used for indigestion, rheumatism. It has a general anti-inflammatory property. Large white flowers. 8 inches. Sweet. Jimsonweed, also known as devil's snare, is a potent poisonous plant. In case of poisoning, Jimsonweed causes dry mouth, speech and swallowing disorders, dilated pupils, impaired near vision, fear of light, delirium, hallucinations, and agitation. Severe poisoning is characterized by loss of orientation and sharp mental arousal. That explains the problem. He put in Jimsonweed instead of jasmine leaves. Yeah, put the book back.
Sir?
Cole, where are these herbs from?
I bought them from Zora. Her stall is at the market near the port.
find this Zora. Oh, another wanted poster. Brian the Impaler Matucci for the dismemberment of 13 people. Reward $10,000. Yikes. No wanted posters in here. Oh, I think there's another one. Missing. Sun Tao, 34, last seen in Chinatown. Contact New Orleans Sheriff's Department. Oh, good lord, there's a lot of missing people.
More people missing here, too. Our ship leaves tomorrow morning. No room for sightseeing then.
Posters. No.
Yeah, I bet Zora will kill her. Did you see Ashley Rush there? Fearsome woman. Yeah, I'm afraid for them Chinese and for anyone who messes with them.
Tobacco leaves. Strawberry leaves. Dried goldenrod.
Do you know anything about this?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Zora went to the Chinatown market. She's wanting to start a fight with another herb merchant there. Zora is known for a quarrelsome temper, however, and in the last few days she has been unusually aggressive. Alright. Let's just have a wander around here, see if I... See if I can't find any more wonky posters. Oh, sod. Really? No wonder posters in front here? That'd have been the first place I'd have looked. No wanted posters there. Just because we're in a rush doesn't mean we must neglect our exercise, Watson. Alright, enough screwing around. Let's head over to Chinatown. You know, this probably a reason there's so many cats around here. H.P. Lovecraft is well known for being a lover
Are
of
these
cats.
herbs fresh? And you dare call my product substandard?
Excuse me, are you Zora?
I am. What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have several questions, if you don't mind. I came here because Cole Seabrook mentioned you. Do you know him?
Unfortunately, yeah. He's my late husband's brother.
I have an idea of what might be going on here.
You are selling herbs, is that right?
Do you want to buy something?
Not really. I wanted to ask if you have the herbs from this list.
Goldenrod, jasmine, strawberry. These are very common. I do sell them same as any other herb merchant.
Have you heard of Jimson weed?
A poisonous plant, but it can help ease the pain if you know how to use it. Some believe you can use it to create a zombie, a will-less slave.
Is that what you wanted for Cole? Or did you sell it accidentally?
Did Cole get what he deserved? The Loas heard my prayers.
So you admit it was on purpose?
I admit there's a higher power maintaining order and justice in this world, and Cole got what he deserved. I'm happy that it happened, but that doesn't mean I'm to blame.
Can I ask what caused such hatred?
The sheriff confiscated all our weapons, and then the disappearance began. William wanted one rifle, just one, to protect us. Cole was too eager to help, and as a result, my Will got a bullet in his chest.
How did Cole explain what took place?
He just walked away as if nothing happened. Cole is the reason I lost my husband, and he should pay for it.
Don't you want to know what really happened?
For me, it's clear. An innocent man would tell everything. Only the guilty remain silent.
It's not quite that simple, I'm afraid. Whatever you say, man. Just out of curiosity. How many Warner posters is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more.
At least the weather is on our side.
Must be damn muggy being down there, though. Bet I know how that feels.
Sir?
I've learned about your tragedy, Cole. My condolences.
Zora told you, didn't she?
Can you tell me what happened and why you feel guilty?
My brother died. I'm alive, and William is not. That's why.
Tell me, what was the plan?
William had to get into the warehouse through the eastern gate, the one not far from the market on the edge of the railroad. I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
So what went wrong?
William went in, then came back with a rifle. I saw him jump off the crate, and then bang! He was lying there dead.
Did you see who shot him?
It was the bloody sheriff. I swear I saw him smiling.
What happened next?
My heart stopped. I froze. Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats." And I woke up. I ran away. I had just one task and I failed it. And for my mistake, the lower of death will come for me.
This is just tragedy all around. Still can't change the clothes, I see. Looks like we need to take a look at the warehouse where it all went down. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for those last 3 wanted posters, but I'm not gonna go completely out of my way to get them. I could come back and get them another time. trying to think about it. Maybe it had something to do with that Boggs, whereas I saw. There's number 8. Harold the Dr. Goslop for breaking into jail to socialize with cohorts and colleagues. Reward $10 and a fine hat. How generous. I apologize for all the running around and I'm putting you folks through. And the other 3 chapters that I'll play through previously. This one is the first one that I'm playing through for the first time. Nope, I don't want the posters up here. Just wanted to see if there's any more posters around here.
Where you at, gentlemen? Here to enjoy yourselves?
Okay, warehouse near the market.
The warehouse eastern gate. According to Cole, it all started somewhere near the barrels.
Chewed leaves, tobacco.
Chewed tobacco. That's the spot.
I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
An oily handprint. The substance has solidified. I assume that this is cosmoline with which the gun was lubricated.
William went in, then came back with a rifle.
Bullet hole. Went right through.
William was shot here.
I saw him jump off the crane and then bang! He was lying there dead.
The bullet went through him, and based on its velocity and mass, I would say the shooter was no more than 35 or 40 feet away.
Shooter's position, unseen.
The sheriff stood here. Cole had no chance to spot him approaching.
It's a terrible choice of position, and it cost his brother his life.
Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats!" And I woke up.
And what did Cole do?
Yeah, he couldn't have seen him from over there. Panicked. Frozen.
My heart stopped. I froze.
Deep imprints. Man was running.
Cole sought safety in flight.
Now I see why Cole thinks he deserved it. He simply left his brother behind.
He did not have much of an option.
Sad. I think Zora would like to know about this.
Really miraculous that all those footprints and stuff are still there. No justice is around here. I sincerely hope that we have a chance to make sure Sheriff Biggs gets... Make sure that sheriff gets what's coming to him.
The crazy one is gone. Look for her somewhere else.
Maybe she went back to her stall. Posters here.
What do you want?
I know you are angry at Cole, but you must know that he is not guilty of your husband's death. I was at the warehouse and I saw it all myself. The sheriff shot William and Cole couldn't prevent it, not even at the cost of his life.
Why did Cole survive then? And how did he return unwounded?
He had no chance of stopping the sheriff, but he found himself unnoticed. All he could do was run or die.
That jackal sheriff. Perhaps you're right. I didn't want to kill Cole. It's just too painful to know that he's still around while my Will's dead.
You can mourn with Cole. Forgive him if you can.
I'll need some time for that.
Might as well let Cole know why he's not responsible.
Sir?
I have good news. No lowers are coming for you. You were poisoned.
What?
Zora sold you Jimson weed instead of jasmine. That was the cause of your hallucination. She wanted revenge.
It doesn't change anything. Look, the lowers were guiding her. I deserved it.
I went to the warehouse and I know what happened. You are not guilty of William's death. You had no chance of stopping the sheriff. Your only choice was to run or die.
That was my purpose as a brother. But I failed William. I'm a coward. I ruined 2 lives in one evening, including Zora's.
I spoke with Zora and she forgives you. Now is the time to forgive yourself.
You... Thank you, sir. I'll try.
That was quite a runaround. Can't say it ended happily, but it did give me another reason to hate the sheriff and want to see him get what's coming to him. Now, though, we need to move on. I do have 2 other wanted posters to hunt down, but I'm sure y'all don't want to see me running around New Orleans. So I'm just gonna grab the cab and head off to the next chapter. Actually, I'm just gonna manual save there so I can come back and can do some more looking for it later on.
Got a spot in mind.
French Quarter, and get us there fast.
How are you planning on paying for that, by the way? Well,
got a spot in mind?
Actually, I'm not sure yet.
well, that'll do it for this episode. When we come back next episode, we'll have some questions from Mr. Arneson. But in the meantime, I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I will be seeing you next time. Good night.